MMAViking.com here with Gary Cook. Good to be back here in London. It's been a while since we've seen you here, and this card is coming together, and I know lots of tickets are sold, and the tickets are kind of hard to get here. I wanted to ask you about this event. How do you think the media attention's been for this, and do you expect a successful event on Saturday?
Well, you know, we put a plan together a year ago. If you remember, Ryan, we were here, we were at Wembley a year ago, and we made some promises, and we don't want to let people down. We said there were going to be some European events. We said we'd be back in London. We said we were always going to support with a great card. You know, Gustafsson fighting here is a big name. You know, he's been challenged by Jimmy Manuwa, so the home nation gets to see a challenger. But this is only the beginning, really, and this is really our launch pad for our European events. So UFC Fight Night Europe is well underway, and a sellout show in the biggest arena in Europe is not a bad start.
Yeah, and do you have to negotiate for headliners at this point? I know it's kind of like, where do the big names go? And Alex is one of the bigger names out there after his John Jones performance. Is that something that you're responsible of guarding and making sure that the Europeans get the big cards?
Well, you know, the way that our business model works, there are people in the company who are far better judges of what makes a great match with regards to the fighters. So we leave that to Dana and Joe Silva and Sean Shelby and the guys. And I have to be very honest, their support is immense for us here in Europe. And Middle East too, you know, it just gets better and bigger, and there's more coming, and so the fans cannot do anything but get more excited, I think.
Yeah, and then you mentioned, I mean, we were in London last year around this time, and Sweden was a location where we had April 2012, we had April 2013, and we put Dana on the spot. This was a year ago, and he said he wanted to get used to these same cards, same locations. You can kind of plan and take your trip to one destination and get that card. When will the UFC be back in Sweden?
Well, as I said, when we put our plan together, Sweden, because of the fan and the support that they've always given us, you know, when we were in Stockholm last year, it sold out pretty quickly there as well. And unfortunately, we lost Alex, as you well know. But Dana's always one for creating confusion, and that's all right by me, because I think we know what we're doing. Well, we do know what we're doing, and I can guarantee you we'll be back in Sweden before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year, okay. And is it a Stockholm location again? Can you talk about a specific city that you might be targeting?
Well, there's a lot goes into organising an event. You've got to negotiate the arena deal. You've got to make sure that the timing of the year is right for the fans. You know, as you know, the summer's always a tough period for the market. So we just want to make sure that we look after the Swedish fans in the right city with the right amount of talented fighters. So we'll make sure that we let you know in good time. But I have to say, Malmo and Stockholm are both in the running.
Okay. One last question. Finnish fans are always asking about that. Has there ever been a discussion on the table where the country Finland has come up in the last 6 months?
Oh, of course. I mean, every market. You know, it used to be a case of us telling people where the shows were going to be, and now we've got cities all over our region asking us to come to their region and to come to their cities. So, you know, we've looked at markets like Istanbul. We've looked at markets like Berlin. You know, the German market's a big market for us. Everybody's in play, because when you've got the excitement and the energy that we have right now in our sport globally, there's no shortage of cities. We could put on 50 events a year, but you know, we have to be very careful that we do it the right way, because it's a long journey.
Yeah. Well, great. Thanks again for coming back, and good luck to you this Saturday.
Thanks, Ryan.